Anyway, welcome back. Yeah, we are recording. Welcome back to the semi-finals of the. Well, it's a bit low now, isn't it? See too much of Ollie's crotch on that one.
Yep.
Welcome back to the semi-finals at UK National Championships 2017. I'm joined by Oliver Potner. I think someone else is going to come sit down with us in a bit. Well,
at some point.
He's gone for a walkabout, but we'll see if he turns up. We're here to see Ollie's squad mate, Benjamin, who we've already seen today, take on. Well, we've got two world's golden boys here, haven't we?
I know. This is the amount of template swag on the table right now is. Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous of the amount of templates going on. But yeah, so we Faan and Ben both got to the top 8 of Worlds last year, and yeah, they two very very good pilots. With Faan knows his jump masters. He's been flying these for however long. I think he got a bit of a break because a certain FAQ that may or may not happen didn't land. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we do know that MineLink is presently legal.
Yeah.
So Faan is using it for as long as he can because he's a really good pilot with the jump masters.
And he's bought his shiny gold and silver dice, which are going to give us no end of headache.
Oh yes, that's a good point. They both have the world's templates and they both have the world's dice. So we're not going to see anything going on.
But Ben hasn't been rolling his gold and silver dice today.
They did betray him.
Yeah,
numerous occasions. So
well, in Spain they're quite famous for Francisco Berna has some, and they are famous for just rolling hot constantly.
Well, obviously Ben must have got the duddy amounts.
Are you going to join us on this one, Ed?
We got space.
There's space as long as everyone's willing to move towards the microphone when we speak. If people just sit there talking like this all the time, I'm not going to be happy. But as long as you're able to get your head in when it's microphone time, pues then no problem. We can get up to 5 people around, but you just got to be able to move.
That's fine. Force your head in.
I'm just giggling away now.
Joined once again by the Ed Holmes.
The lesser-known variant of the Zach Matthews.
Is this within range 1?
Is that? Oh, right, okay. Lesser known.
Well, he doesn't have a podcast to himself, so he's less famous. But I would say that Ed is probably the UK version of the Zach Matthews.
Okay.
It's a bit insulting to me, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. You're fairly good at X-Wing and you're very loud, so...
I'm really pretty.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't sleep with Carolina Crates, the Zach Matthews. I would consider it.
So, when they called Cryats, according to you?
Yeah, Cryats.
You didn't come up with that.
Along with Niam, who was personally on the table. So Faan looks like he's spreading out his jump masters nicely. He can either turn in or he can go commit heavily towards Nim.
Well, I've seen Ben do this already today. It's basically Nim's over there to do a fast maneuver on the first turn, drop a bomb, and just kind of shut down that lane, and then disappear off to the opposite corner where Dash is.
Yeah, he's not hanging around. He will just drop a bomb in that lane. Now the question is, has Ben gone straight with Nim or Kirby?
I'll also say that I'll always use Dash's power.
Because if he's gone straight, he might risk getting tagged by some jump masters getting target locked later.
See, because I'm obviously not as good as you. I had the luxury of watching Faan's game against Alex Burt, and it was one of the most... I've been very fortunate to watch some fantastic games this week, and that game was brutal to watch.
Yeah, because I was playing a couple of tables away from the Faan versus Alex game, and all I saw was that Faan had lost a jump master and both of Alex's ships were on the table. So I thought it was done. I came back to hear that Faan had won. So,
joined by Dale Cromwell, top 4 at French Nationals.
I don't know if I mentioned it. Hello, team.
We're just having a bit of a snuggle in the commentary booth right now.
There they all are. So, one of the things so Ben on next turn is obviously going to drop that bomblet right there and shut down that little avenue that's been created by the asteroids.
Yeah, now the question is, does Faan think the target lock is worth it, coming in hot and maybe taking a bomblet to get a set of target locks on Nim? Because I think a 3-bank, it's definitely the inside one, 3-bank will get a target lock.
Just go in hard here and then set up for next turns?
Well, it's more the escape clause, because if Nim drops a bomb there, then if Faan does the 3-bank, he will probably take it.
Does Ben play much on Vassal, do you know?
No, he doesn't tend to play that much on Vassal. He plays quite a lot on the table, or he plays a reasonable amount on the table. He lives fairly close to one of our locals, which is Warboard Games. So he's able to get to tournaments there. He's got a setup in his house as well, so a few of us go around to his house to play X-Wing.
So that was the hard. It's as if I've played this game before.
Oh, you know.
Not well, but you know.
Nice. Best, what's this? Best Dash Miranda player in Scotland?
I don't even think that's true.
Bomblet?
And there's the bomb.
But Faan knew what was going on.
Yep.
He's already decided he needs to try and close in on Dash.
See, this is because I played Faan in the top 16 of Euros this year, and it's something that he likes to do against Dash. I've seen him do it a few times. Is just you slowly roll him into a corner. So Dash is really maneuverable, and if he gets behind you, that's a problem. But with 3 large arcs and jump masters, if you can slowly sort of just keep him into a corner, slowly roll in, then he might be in trouble.
So let's face it, right now we're watching on the semi-final tables 3 gentlemen who made the top at the November Worlds 2016 and the current European champion. So there's no shy of talent going on in the top 4.
Oh no! I mean, someone described this as the worst tournament. Someone described this as the worst tournament kit to enter ever. So George Delapina, Jack Mooney, Ben, and Faan. Yeah, all 4 of them are very, very good players and regularly hit the top of each event.
Fantasy Flight Gamers, just a quick announcement to let you know we will be cutting off sign-ups for the pod side event in 20 minutes at 3 o'clock. That is, we'll be cutting off sign-ups for side events at 3 o'clock. Thank you.
I've not had you on stream this weekend, Ollie. There you go.
Oh, this is true. Well,
At Euros, I completely missed you as well. Although I had you behind the camera the whole time. You were up on those top tables.
no, it's what I tend to do at big events is I tend to get into the cut and then lose my first game. So
Not at Yavin 2016. That was not the case.
no, Yavin, I just missed it completely.
That's this year.
Oh no, Yavin 16 first.
You did
10 rounds of
quite
Swiss, first one knocked out.
And you got,
Euros as well. I'm good at hitting the cuts. I need to have a talk to my brain about how to get further into them. But no, I think this is going to be a very chess-like game from Ben and Faan. They're both very patient. It'll be curious to see who breaks first.
This would be the sort of game that I'd see you play.
Yeah, I mean it's always I say it's a fun game playing Ben.
Number 1.
But it normally lasts about an hour before any shooting happens. So you know.
I watched him at Firestorm, Cardiff.
Yeah.
That was. He played James, didn't he? He played James Dowdall, and it was a long game to watch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I make my career on going to time. I think Ben does as well.
Was that 2 final salvos this weekend for you as well?
Yeah, 2 0-0 draws. It's doing well. I won both of them. It's fine. I think it was the point where I rolled 7 hits out of 8 dice, and it was more than Cormac had dice to roll. Yeah, lots of skill involved in that, you know. Dice technique.
Maybe that's where I'm going wrong, trying to win games.
Just
by blowing stuff up.
draw every game.
As long
Don't
as
need to kill
you think
stuff.
it fits, I trust you.
Yeah, well, it's always a bit.
Straight,
It's always a bit.
At some point, I'll work out how many ships I've killed over the weekend.
That's the exact opposite of you on Vassal, where you actually do kill things.
Well, yeah, but Vassal, you don't have a time
Might
limit.
be the case, but I'm not.
Whereas in a time game, you
personally-
just provide a load of arcs.
Sure, okay, thanks. No problems.
Maybe I should start playing
Then he has an
like
action,
I'm playing an untimed
which you can
game.
use for fucking-
More things would happen.
Right, so dash. Hard one, right? Thankfully, the right direction. Otherwise, it'd be a very short game.
Yeah, there we go.
Dash was never flying into that.
And I will focus.
So I'm going to go ahead and guess that there's a
Nim
talon roll from Nim
will-
coming here.
Let's do a 3 talon.
Do. Yep.
There he goes. So essentially, both Ben and Faan are playing Snake right now,
Bomb.
and the bomblets are the
Hold
food.
the bomb and right.
What a great reference. I love that game.
You can just imagine them sort of going in and out, chasing bomblets. I mean, I don't know if any of you ever played like X-Wing Death Race. But,
Oh, what's that?
so you make a track, and you're allowed to pick any ship you like in the game, up to, and you aren't allowed any upgrades on it. And it's like Mario Kart.
Oh, I've played Mario Kart X-Wing.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you've got to get around. You got to get around the track, and you can only shoot or drop bombs if you go over a power up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure what. I've never played it. I'd like to.
We I was unfortunately I missed the in the my local store GameStop in Edinburgh. They did like a 40th celebration, and
Yeah.
they played loads of that stuff. They did a Death Star Trench Run, Battle Scarif,
Lovely.
and one of the lads, Jamie, I think, did you play it? One of the 186 played him, Jamie Hewitt, made a TIE Reaper.
Oh wow.
He made a model for a TIE Reaper and just created a dial for it.
Beautiful.
And it was absolutely fantastic. Really gorgeous little model as well. And he had 8080s and everything. It's just a bit gutting that I missed it. So
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, well, you. No, I didn't cheat, but you have to watch out if you put it too much.
Melee players, time on the round.
bye, Dale.
As we say, au revoir to Mr. Cornwall.
Sometimes I've got that Sid James laugh from the Carry On film.
Ooh, matron.
That's something that's particularly British. Carry On films. I'm not sure if the other people would know anything about it.
Carry On films are great.
Carrying Up Mackay was my favourite. I love that film. With kilts, fair enough. With kilts,
With
yeah.
kilts, I mean,
Must be something about kilts.
you were wearing one yesterday, so
By kilt, it was just a girl's skirt. I'll openly admit that now. And when Jack hears this back, it is just a girl's skirt. I did get you to wear a girl's skirt for the first day of nationals, and then I wore it because I'm nice that way. It's just going to be out there, isn't it?
right now the just out. See, Faan's plan here is to get as many target locks as possible early, and then for the remainder of the game, he can just threaten. And Dash doesn't want to be anywhere near a plasma torpedo. I mean, foreseeably, Ben can lose half health on Dash in a single shot here if he gets unlucky.
Well, we saw in I think it was Ben. Who was it played against Twiggy? Lewis. His dash went down in nothing.
Yeah, it just disappears. The other thing to note here is, if you haven't been paying attention to Faan's list, is the 3 intel agents.
Yeah.
And as soon as Dash gets close, those jump masters just get in the way. And as Ben doesn't have advanced sensors on Nim, they can do the same thing to Nim as well.
Can you imagine if the triple jump masters win UK nationals?
I mean, it's
I'm a little bit worried that it could be triple jumps versus triple jumps in the final.
it might be the case. I mean, I've been saying for the last couple of days that the UK community generally tends to try and counter stuff.
Yeah.
So I was expecting something to counter Nim to see a lot. Dash does it very well.
It would be the second year in a row. Duncan went with the Ion Torpedo Jump Masters last year. Defeated Benjamin in the final.
Action.
We're talking about, we're now into like the, what is it, 20th month of Jump Master dominance of the X-Wing meta. You know, everyone thinking that they've had their day so many times. The rumoured facts, everything that everyone says against them, and yet they still keep going.
They do. And it's a curious thing because there's a lot of people that have been complaining about turrets and Nim and everything else, and sometimes just a very efficient chassis can make a world of difference.
I'm just going to ask, is that a burnout slam?
Oh yes. Burnout slam on Dash.
I was just going because I was thinking he's a little bit skewered where he was, but no, yeah, he's fine.
3-bank followed by a 3-bank right now from Dash would put him in a good place. But then the Jump Master's going up on Nim.
Yeah.
And as I was saying earlier, Faan is slowly closing the net.
Yeah, he's found this really well.
But he has a problem, which is the tiny little rock there in between the two close together Jump Masters, between number 3 and number 1.
Two bank left, barrel roll right.
I fully expect number 1 to do a 3-bank because I don't think that will hit the rock.
No.
I reckon number 3 will do a hard one left and a barrel roll to leave his way open for next turn. And number 2 can just carry on rolling forwards. Although maybe not straight into the bomb.
At the end of the day, it's only 2 damage.
It is, and you have a lot of hull.
Yeah. I mean, maximum 2.
Yeah.
There's no speed in this, though, so.
Yeah, you can see Faan thinking about it.
Because it removes that threat as well.
Yeah, it does. And also, if where Ben wants to be right now with Dash is probably right on top of the bomblet. So if there's going to be a turn to roll in, this would be it. What do you reckon on a hard one right from Dash here? Do you reckon that could get around the back? I mean, he's going to be spending a couple of turns there, but it might give him some time.
Hard one.
Yeah, I think I'm
hard
ready
one
when you
left.
are.
No, hard one to the right.
All right, and then barrel rolling.
No, stay where you are,
stay where you
and
are.
then the next turn you hard one again and barrel roll.
All right, okay.
Because if
Just basically kind of doing a U-turn.
If Faan assumes it's more trying to juke Faan's Jump Masters, because if Faan assumes that Dash is going to be running
That's the
around,
3.
that's the 3. Then
Might as well.
Fine.
he could maybe dodge.
Well, personally, I wouldn't be going for that hard 1-3 at the moment.
No, not at all.
That hard one. So. Yep, taking it.
And this is why I don't fly Dash.
Target lock dash.
Much better with the Falcon. Yeah, there's the target lock.
Oh.
There, it does fit. I wasn't sure.
Target lock dash.
I wasn't sure. I think the best case scenario for Ben here is probably taking 2 range 1s.
3 bank. Like, what? So he's taking the hard in?
Yeah, if he's done a 3-bank and then he barrel rolls.
Look straight.
3 bank slam.
Bank.
Yeah.
2. 3.
Because right now he's taking 3 torpedoes, so he cannot stay there.
That's a range of 2 torps. That's a pretty bad deal. Pretty bad deal at the moment.
Now the problem he has here is once again the intel agent, because he can barrel roll, he can slam. if he does either, next turn he is in a serious amount of trouble. Now, unfortunately, we can't quite see from this angle, but the jump master at the far end is quite close to the little mustachio rock in the corner there. So for next turn, if it can do the hard one left, it can block pretty much wherever Dash wants to go.
There, it's up there.
Times like this, I bet you wish you had count measures.
One torque maybe.
Even so, only burning one target lock here doesn't get you out of trouble. I think the burnout's better.
Can't stay where I am.
Well, I think Lewis wish he had count measures in the game he had against Twiggy. He had engine upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah. The game was over in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's
Rolling
going for it.
backwards to the
He's
left.
going for it.
Right.
So, try and take.
Bad place to be, right? Bad place to be.
So, range 2 torpedo through the asteroid.
No, can't argue with that.
Range 2 primary and probably a range 2 primary?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All three have plasma torpedoes.
Yep. Now this game just turned into a cat and mouse, from a cat and mouse into a damage race.
Is he too close for Lone Wolf though?
He can boost. He's got accuracy corrector, so it doesn't matter.
No, for
Nim, yes.
no, for Lone Wolf.
No, I
Dash.
know, but Nim. Oh wow. Okay.
Focus.
I'm just going to blow the bomb.
Interesting.
Line of activation.
And
Bomb goes off.
I'm not sure if it's range.
Bomb goes off.
Oh. Two blanks. 2 blanks from Faan.
For the bomblet. No
So that's
damage.
the risk with Bomb, mate.
It is. And without Sabine, I mean, you can't fit Sabine in this list, so.
Okay, Nim.
See, if that bomblet had done 2 damage, followed by possibly another 2 from Nim. The other thing to note here is that Ben could measure to that jump master.
2 focus results on the evade dice.
I'll take a damage.
Takes. Oh no, you must have got an evade and a focus.
Second shield.
Took 2 shields, I think. Or just the one? There you
Just
go.
one?
It is the. No, it was the 2 shields.
Yeah.
He took 2. He just forgot to remove the second token. He just did it now.
Okay.
Same there. Adjust it.
So here come
Heavy laser. That's not a
a
bad
blank,
roll.
a focus, and 2 hits. And 2 evades. Oh no, just one.
Just the
one
one.
focus.
Number 1. Fire plasma torpedo.
And here come plasma torpedoes. Number 1.
Well, he will only take 1 plasma here. Oh, that
Get a new
is
target lock. Spend the target lock.
fun.
R4 agromet gives him a new target lock.
Line
Repeats.
focus.
And there it is. There's the 4. Whoa, got lucky. 3 dice. See what happens.
Focus blank, blank.
Gee, there's no point. Well, you spend the focus to
4
dodge
regardless of what I
1.
spend because of plasma.
Take 4 shields.
No, it's I'll cancel 1 and still take 4.
Ugh, horrible.
So plasmas.
How
Okay.
good is Nim at killing jump masters?
Again, it's
Cancel
that
1,
not having
take
Lone
4,
Wolf.
or just take 4 right now. I will take 4
Yeah.
right now.
Really hurts.
No, take 5. Yeah, fine. Okay, yeah, cancel 1. Cancel 1.
You cancel 1, so
Yeah.
it's 4 shields.
Yeah,
Cancel 1, 4 shields gone.
Otherwise, all my shields go. Yeah.
Ouch. Now, how much damage these 2 do is important.
Target lock.
1 blank, 1 hit, 2 blanks. Target lock
And-
spent.
Spend focus. Get a new
Yeah, I
target
think
lock.
Ed,
focus
this
spends
is
to get a new
where
target
not
lock.
having the Lone Wolf really makes a difference. It's when the little plinks come in. I say little plink. That's a. Oh man.
That's a big blink.
Focus and flank.
Oh, Ben Rao. Stop getting Ben Rowed.
Direct hit, direct hit.
Oh my days.
Double direct hit. Then range 2.
In the range 2.
Dash goes down to 1 hole.
He's toasted. Unless Ben pulls out the naturals.
Again, eh?
Notice that you said the full word.
I did indeed.
Yeah.
There he goes. That's a dead dash. Single round. He's gone.
Damage sensor.
Damage sensor array was the last crit.
Oh boy.
And this becomes Nim against
Well, that was
3 world champion level jump masters.
That have only taken 3 shields.
Yeah.
And he's only spent 1 plasma.
Yep.
Nim is blocked this turn. There's nothing you can do to stop that.
We watched Faan play. Who was it?
Can we have Evan to Tournament HQ, please? That's Evan to Tournament HQ.
Who was it I've seen Faan play today? Anyway, his blocking was amazing. He blocked it. It was against. Can't remember. Some dude playing. No, it was Jack. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Jack's blocking against Simeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
was.
I don't know. I've seen Faan this weekend. I've seen Faan today, I think.
Yeah.
I remember.
He is a monster with the jump masters. I think the thing is with Faan though is he always sets up the next turn because it's very easy to block something.
Game of Thrones players, please gather around Tournament HQ!
Again.
Ouch.
Definitely gone down.
Yeah, goodbye ears. But yeah, he it's very easy to set up a block with a jump master for the turn that you're on. It's much more difficult to continually block someone and make sure you keep on turning in the correct direction and everything else.
So in the background, we've got Ben's squad mates, Mike Dennis and Jesper Hills from the 186th. Who's the guy sat at the back?
So we got Mike, we got Jesper, we got Simon.
Gonna cut the microphones
We got
for a
Simon.
Also got the lovely Alex Burt sat next to me as well now.
Should I say something, Alex?
Hello.
All right, that's it, is it?
Hello.
Okay.
Darren.
It's really loud here, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You.
Alex might be mildly hungover.
For some reason, Michael wants to take a picture of you.
There's nothing wild about it.
There he goes.
So yeah, that was a big turn, huh?
So
Ben Rowd.
It was absolutely brutal.
So, Evan's going to be going to America to show those filthy colonials what's what. So, good luck.
of course the mics are on.
Thank you so much for coming. It's been
One hit
wonderful putting up with you for 2 days.
takes damage.
Well, there you
It's
go.
a crit for the debris. Yep. Happens every now and then.
As always, it's been a pleasure. Safe journey home.
Some would say it's a 1 in 8 chance.
And goodbye.
As poor Dale Cromwell knows all too well.
Yep.
One last thing, folks, before we do this December, can we just
Okay.
give our wonderful TOs, Marshall,
Worked. Faan knew what he was doing.
and Stephen
I
Stewart
think that's
for all the hard work they've done.
that's actually alright for Ben here.
Guys,
Taking less shots is a good thing. He's got an accuracy corrector, so he doesn't really mind about his offensive output. The only issue that he does have is that he is now in arc of possibly a torpedo. It depends if that's range 1.
Okay.
Oh. Yep.
That is not range 1. Oh boy.
That advanced sensors version would look pretty tasty right now.
I mean, that's my preference, but with Dash, I absolutely agree with Ben that the accuracy corrector and engine is so good on him. I mean, as we know from Herogator, being able to just put 2 hits and 2 hits.
2 focus results. Spends the focus, gets 1 evade.
2 more shields down.
They stopped doing their announcements now. I can turn the other microphone up.
Alex, you were unfortunate to play against Faan earlier this week, weren't you?
He was my round. Yeah, he was my round 6 opponent. I saw the scoring sheet and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm having a 4-2 then.
You flew that game amazing.
4 shields
came
off
over
of
and
Nim.
saw it. It was just unfortunate.
Sorry, 5 shields off
It was an
Nim.
incredible game, to be fair.
Was it 4 MOV difference between?
I think it was about 10 or 8.
8. It was 8. Yeah.
Just 1 hit on this attack. Successfully evaded.
Yeah, he's an incredibly good player. And
I will switch out my burnout slam. Yep, for a rigged cargo shoot.
sorry, that's what I'm really tired.
He's dropped a rigged cargo chute? No? What's that about? I heard something funny.
I think that was just Faan tidying up his torpedoes.
Why is he's Boba Fetted something? He's turned over no, it's Cicatro. He's changed the what's he's got on it? Jesus. Cicatro has the burnout slam. He's changed it for a rigged cargo chute.
Oh boy.
Faan has a plan. And we are watching it unfold.
Just out of interest, is that the one at the front that has the rigged cargo chute?
The Cicatro is the number 3 jump master, which is the one in the middle of the other 2.
3 bank, that's fine. 3 bank.
Yeah, the one that's kind of like northwest of
The one
Nim.
that's just about to do a hard 2 to the left. drop
Yeah.
debris cloud right on Nim's face.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think it'll hit him with the cloud, but it's going to be right in front of him. And again, Ed,
This is
advanced sensors would be looking really good right now.
shenanigans.
Absolute shenanigans.
Okay.
I tell you what, I was talking to Faan earlier about the Belgian nationals and saying how I should come over. Definitely need to do it now.
So he can beat you again.
Yeah, pretty much. Just give him all the opportunities.
So he can complete his 186 trophy war.
Oh no, he's already beaten me. He's already beaten me. But I'd love the opportunity for a rematch. It's always a good game. And see, this is the thing when you get this level of opponent, so you can see what's going to happen to you. You just cannot stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So rigged cargo chute. Out we pooped that.
I feel like you predicted that one, buddy.
Yeah. That's what we call a telegraph.
You can't stop it. You know it's coming. And then hard one left and target lock.
So Nim, unless he was able to completely pull out a turn maneuver to the right, which somehow doesn't manage to brush that token, he's going to be left without actions and stressed.
I think his best option would have been to advance sensor barrel roll and hard 2 into the jump master with the torpedo.
He's not got advanced sensors.
I am fully aware. No, he just needs to reduce damage incoming now, so he needs to hit one of them.
He's going to go.
That's the only way that he'll survive.
Let's see. He's going to go over that cargo token.
I said I did it now already.
Oh, he already has a target lock.
I don't have
That makes a lot of
torpedo left
sense.
with everyone, so it doesn't make sense.
And I think Faan is just making sure that he doesn't.
Fun. It's like everything with target lock, everything with focus.
Right, Nim will.
But this is when you can get overconfident. So he's not doing that.
Yeah,
He's still being careful.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I
There
mean,
we go.
at every stage he's outplayed Benjamin today in this game.
Yeah.
He's had full control. He's completely
What's interesting for me is I was talking to Ben earlier.
Completely managed the engagement, is what I'm trying to say.
About this list, and it's obvious that Faan has played a lot of Nim at the moment. He will have practiced against it. And Ben picked up this list.
Takes the crit.
About a week ago.
Blinded pilot, can't attack.
Oh, of course. Yeah, but Ben picked up this list about a week ago, and I think that there is the difference, is that if you're going to fly dash against triple jump masters, you need to have played this game a few times.
Now it's time to turn Nim into Swiss cheese.
And the thing is, there's not many people flying triple jump masters at the moment.
No.
So only the people that were playing about a year ago when they were in the triple jump meta. And I mean, if you put Ben on the table with Pal Bases here, then that would be a game. But I think he doesn't have the experience with this list.
Range 1 and obstructed?
And it shows. And as Simon has said, Faan has just
Focus.
boxed him in and torn him to pieces. The dice didn't help.
No.
Faan did
Focus on
box him in.
evade, I don't know. 2 damage cards.
One left.
Down to 2 hull points.
There's 2 hits. Nin does what he does best and misses.
Blank.
Poof. Good game.
That is game.
Well done, Ben. Well done, Faan. That was painful.
Very tough luck on your part.
Wow.
Good
So
contact for you guys.
thank you very much, Oliver. Thank you, Ed. I'll go get interviews with those two. It looks like we've got Triple Jump Masters in the national final, and another set. Still waiting to see how it ends up. So,
yeah. Well, congratulations to Faan as well.
Faan is an excellent player. Yeah.
And just want to say, well, fantastic run from Ben. Really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ben's an excellent player as well, and we were talking earlier today about how he's got a first for a national championship. And I'm almost certain he's going to be going over to the Belgian Championships now. He wants to win one. He came over to France. Last year he spoke to me about possibly going to the Spanish one, but it just didn't coincide with the dates he could do. So,
the Nordics is 7th of October, which is exactly when I'm moving house.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna get on the message to him and see if we can get a group of us out to the Belgians, especially if Faan wins this. 'Cause it's only fair that if he steals ours,
you've got to go over to Holland.
It's the same weekend as Nertherder, actually.
Right. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I'm sure the people who commentate on the final will be right back with you.
Bye.
Hello.
Give me a second, mate. There he is.
Hey, mate.
The UK Golden Boy. Let's say, well done.
Thank you.
Right, you did excellent to get as far as you did. Unfortunately, in that game, it seemed a lot more like Faan outplayed you a lot of the time. I mean, he's an excellent player, and it just seemed like there's nothing you could do. Once he controlled it, and he basically turned the he controlled the whole engagement.
That's right.
And it was you were trying to evade on this side of the board, come down, and you had to turn back with dash, and that's when you just kind of ploughed through those asteroids and just made it difficult for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Got all 3 arcs in. I only stood a chance if I had burnout slammed to get out, but looking at the 3/4 burnout slam, it was still an arc of a torp.
Yeah, or at least
and range one of the other guy.
So a complete nightmare. You've got. We were talking about. You look round the semi-final tables. Okay, you've got yourself. You've got Faan. You've got Jack Mooney, who all went to the top at the 2016 World Championships, and George, who's the European Championship winner. So there's no slouches in this semi-final. There's none of these things where like a guy comes out of nowhere and wins this championship. Absolutely not. So there is so much competition and such a high level of play, and it's just a shame that game has gone so much against you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm completely happy to make it thus far.
Yeah.
So just it's a tough cut at the moment.
I'll tell you what, one of the things I was going to do is last year you got to the final, you played against Duncan Calendar.
That's right.
I'd already spoken to Duncan Calendar about possibly having him commentate the final. Would you like to sit in on that as like the 2 rivals from last year?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Happy to do
Wicked.
that.
So that'll be excellent. So that's
Thanks,
what we'll
Simon.
do. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a bit then.
Thank you.